We've always been concerned, following our meeting with Sepp Blatter where he assured us it would be open and transparent. Clearly it wasn't, and the good news today is that it's not an internal organisation, it's the law in the US and the Swiss authorities that are now going to hold FIFA to account. We
are hearing from the US Attorney General as well that there may have been some corruption involved in the 2010 World Cup as well. It seems that this is just the start of their investigation. In terms of the bid process, would you like to see it run again? FIFA are adamant that 2018 and 2022 will go ahead.
I think it's difficult to run it again on the basis that contracts have been signed, new stadia are being built in Russia and in Qatar. So I think it's difficult to go backwards. But the good news is now that the future of World Cup bids and the future of football will be open and transparent. Now I hope that on Friday the election doesn't go ahead. I believe that because people have pleaded guilty, that's proof of corruption, and that we need to now have a fresh look at who should be the right people to run FIFA.
You're putting a very positive spin on it, but let's face it, a World Cup bid isn't cheap. England's bid for the 2018 World Cup was to the tune of £21 million. So all that money spent, and the die were loaded in favour of another country.
Well, I agree with that, and you're right that lots of effort, lots of work went into our bid through the FA, through local authorities and ourselves. And of course we're upset at that. And if there is a chance for compensation, then we should get that compensation back financially. But I do think it's more difficult now, given that those contracts are run for 2018 and 2022. But I mean, as you say, it goes back further than that. It goes back to 2010. But not only these issues, other issues as well about what FIFA have been doing as a body, not being transparent, being a law unto themselves, and today that web has been broken. And I think we're going to hear lots more in the coming days and weeks about further corruption within FIFA.
Well, that's what the US Attorney General said. She said this is the beginning, not the end of the investigation. In your dealings with FIFA in that World Cup 2018 bid for England, did you see evidence of corruption or did you have suspicions?
We did have suspicions, and I attended a meeting in Brussels a few months ago with other bodies that bid. Australia bid as well, and they were concerned. In fact, their Secret Service had let some certain members of their bid team know that there was corruption around, and the difficulty has been to prove it. The good news now is that the proof is there. People are admitting their guilt, and I think, as you say, this is a start of a process, not the end of a process.
Yeah, the US Attorney General said Sepp Blatter is not being charged at this time. We've had Chris Bryan, Labour's Shadow Culture, Media and Sports Secretary, saying that these allegations happened under Sepp Blatter's watch. He should step aside for the good of FIFA. Do you think Sepp Blatter should stand down? Even though no allegations have been made about him specifically, he is at the head of this ship, which seems rife with corruption. Its reputation is in the gutter.
He is a very leading figure within FIFA. I find it unimaginable for him not to have known what was taking place. Even if he personally is not responsible, it was under his watch. He is the president and he should go.